Yeah, what's up? We're back. Alliance War. This is war number 2. We are putting on some boosts. Pretty similar team as last time. I don't think there's a big shift in attackers here. We will be taking a mini boss on the island. I think the only difference here is I think we're bringing. I don't think I brought Ghost last time. Oh, and the reason I bring Ghost is a huge mistake. I forgot that Jabari bypasses phase when she gets that buff, like the hunter buff or whatever the hell she does. But I mean, at first I'm like, oh yeah, she's great for this. I'm just like doing normal stuff. And I think it's when she gets some, yeah, huntress thing or both buffs, I don't know. But she bypasses it and I'm like, oh shit. All right, well, let me play this differently. I also can't parry her. Like, the dexterity failed there, which is not good. And then the phase failed, which is also not good. So I hezzy into the L2, which almost takes her down. And I'm like, oh my god, please don't fail my dex here. Okay, doesn't fail the dex. I think if I had failed the dex there, I would have been dead. Get the intercept, go for the L1. Whew, we get through that fight. But that was almost super dumb. I'm counting my lucky stars on that one that I didn't totally, you know, really screw up. Oh dear. All right. Well, that's that. We've got the Overseer, which I don't think there is a better counter to Overseer than Mole Man. Because as you know, like once he throws that L1, you know, he's stun immune and, you know, he can auto block. So you really have to like play around it if you're not running Mole Man. But Mole Man just like absolutely, you just play totally normally. I'm not really doing anything fancy here. I think I'm going to just go for the L2 bait out. You know, it doesn't really matter with Placebo for Mole God because he doesn't really proc any buffs in order to access his damage aside from those Unstoppables, which did give him quite a bit of power, I think, because I think I give him power every time they're nullified. So I guess right as I say that, I kind of got smoked. But I think I'm just going to go for it here. Throw caution to the wind, go for the relic into full combo into L2, which handles it there. I mean, you know, I'm always a little hesitant because of that bug that I guess I only have where it throws a double medium instead of the 5-hit combo, which would have screwed me there. But luckily we didn't get any of that. Okay, we're moving on. Who's next? Is it Spot? I can't recall. No, it's Mr. Negative. I think we have like an unawakened rank 3 Mr. Negative, which is interesting. Somebody, I mean, I guess it's probably for defense, and I guess the rank 3s aren't as big of a deal as it is for me. I think I will be taking up my 3rd rank 3 today, though, which is very exciting. I just need a few more T6 Mystic. Okay. So we're just going to run Mole God here again. We've got a full bar of health, which you gotta love. Am I going to put on a boost here? Oh, because I think I'm going to need I'm playing an invul for the next fight. So we're just going to place it on here so we can take advantage, be efficient with our boosting. With, you know, Mr. Negative, I guess in this fight I forgot that he reverses controls on the L1, so we get smoked there. Even if we didn't have that indestructible boost, we wouldn't have really done anything. I think I'm just gonna block this. I think I'd try, I don't know how that, maybe I tried to dex it at the end or something, I don't know, the last hit to try to punish it, but whatever. You know, Mr. Negative, you can kind of make mistakes. He doesn't really hit that hard. I think I'm just gonna totally block this. I mean, honestly, like in Alliance War, I think it's like the best strategy. Like, there's no need to be a hero. You can just like block the specials. The way Kabam has kind of tweaked the game, like unless it's like a pierce deep, you know, pierce node, you can really block a lot of that and just like you'll take a lot less damage than if you even like miss time one dex or something. So we've got a Lady Deathstrike here. I actually don't really like fighting Lady Deathstrike. I think I'm gonna run. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to use Silk, but then I was like, oh yeah, I have it's a EMP, and the EMP can actually do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna go in with Mole Man here, and we're just gonna. You know what's funny? I play the first half of this fight as if she has auto block, and then at some point I realize that I don't need to play that way, and I can play Mole Man with all the heavies and sending him into frenzy, because that's where like all of his damage is. Because I'm like, playing safe here, and then I was like, I think after this L2 I realized like I don't need to play this safe. So I think I go for, oh no, not yet. I should go for a heavy here pretty soon though. Gonna bait out what, L1? She's kind of reachy on her L1 for sure. Maybe it's here. Maybe I realize after this L2 I go for the heavy, because I'm like, man, this fight's going on for a while. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna time out or anything. Yeah. Okay, so I go for the heavy, and she actually procs my frenzy. I didn't want that to happen yet, but we get a nice 19k heavy. Luckily we can block unblockables. I think Mole God can do that. Pretty sure. We go for another heavy, and now I'm like, all right, let's just go in for this. Let's do some good damage here. Got to bait out this L2. I don't like when fights go on this long. This is always when I make a mistake. When your fights start creeping into the couple minute mark, a player like me, like I'm gonna make mistakes. So I'm like, you know what? Keep your cool. Don't totally freak out. I think I'm going to go for this L3 and finish this off. So, kind of a weird fight. I was able to kind of think of my toes here and kind of reevaluate my strategy and finish the fight a little faster than if I had just gone it like super basic. Okay, so I was making sure I was still recording. Good. Okay. So we made sure we had one energy there. We've got a Doom, and this is where we're gonna put our Silk to work here. No better fight for Silk than a Doom. I still remember when I first realized how good Silk was. I was watching MSD's video, I think a little bit a while ago, and he was showcasing Silk, and he was going after Doom, and you can just play so aggressively because of your auto evade. At least before you proc that auto evade, you can just play as aggressive as you want. We're gonna put on a Science Power boost. We're putting on a Power Start 1 boost, and I think we're gonna get this show on the road here. Nothing really, this is a pretty easy mini boss node as far as mini boss nodes go. I think I say this every time, you just got to be mindful of the route. But, I mean, I guess with Doom, the only other thing, you just want to be mindful if you get a shock on you. Notice, man, the crit resistance is real here. We don't crit for the first, like, multiple combos with the chain heavies. Usually you get some crits. We get a... rooted there. Luckily we don't have any shocks on us. I'm going to go for the L2 here, and this should do a lot of damage. It'll give us another L2 as well. Oh, that's Amy texting me that she's leaving them all. I don't let it distract me. I still chain my L2. And we're good. We have a mini boss here. We've got Chavez. And am I gonna put an invul boost on? I guess just in case she gets an L3, this actually is a really good node for Silk, because you're able to heavy after a buff expires. So you can kind of definitely place a falter on her pretty easily. I think I do place a falter on her. I don't really need it, but so we're just going to bait out L1s. Looks like there's a power reserve here, but not to worry if she gets to an L2. We'll just auto evade that. We just want to make sure we don't proc the auto evade on the L1s. Yeah, like look, we place a falter on her there. go for the L2, bang, bang, boom. That's wrapped up. And that's our war, second war. All set. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll check you guys later. Peace.